Hey you guys, it's Michelle here. Thanks for joining me today and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to decorate my social media spread in my big happy planner. It's this Bloom from Within dashboard layout. I already have my pages pulled off the discs. I just need to get them out. And what I want to use to decorate this spread is the February Floral Dreams PLANYTHING box, the stickers, and possibly the washi. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. I just have it here just in case. And I did a self-care bucket list with this, with the stickers and the paper that came in this last week. So I will link that video below because I also did an unboxing of everything that you get in this box at the beginning of that video in case you missed it. And I'll also add the link to this box in case you're interested in picking it up because it is still available until February 24th. Unless it sells out before then. So it's so pretty, and you get a planner cover and everything in this, and a really gorgeous pin. And like I said, you can check out the video that shows every single thing that comes in the box if you missed it. Now what I want to start out with, I think, is these really large florals. And I know I want to use probably all of these hexagon stickers and some of the box stickers. But I'm going to take this really large one and cut it in half, and I have an idea that I want to use it across the middle section on the left. I don't really ever use that section for much of anything. I've got plenty of room to write where it says errands and to buy. I usually do the errands or to do, and maybe like to buy. Sometimes I'll do that since it's social media, like a shot list, like what I need to take a picture of. And then the bottom I'll use for maybe a quote or my top 3 that I want to focus on. So I'm going to just make this entire middle section decorative. So I cut that in half, and I'm just going to line it up right here and then just trim off the excess that's hanging off the edge. And I'll save that little scrap in case I need it. And I want to use the other one. I'm trying to decide if I want to use it here because I am going to need a lot of flowers in this section, or maybe put it over here in the corner for balance. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on the bottom part of this middle section. These are so pretty. I love these soft pinks and nudes and these watercolor kind of shades. I didn't get that one cut exactly straight, so I'm just going to use a straight edge. And when I use this X-Acto knife or Fiskars detail knife on my page, I just use very light pressure, so I'm sure not to cut the paper underneath. And now I want to use a quote. I've grabbed my Make Your Own sticker book, and I used mine for quotes that I had left over from older sticker books, or if I just see an entire page of quotes, I'll pull it out and put it in here. But this came in the Pressed Florals Be Happy box, and it is sold out right now, but I know they're going to restock it. So if you get on the Happy Planner website, you can sign up to be notified when they're restocked, because this is the niftiest little thing, and I had so much fun making it. And I have them kind of divided up by color. So I pulled this neutral one, and I think this is originally from Farmhouse. And I want to use that just in the middle because I just want a simple quote. I'm just using a little bit of Jelly Roll, white Jelly Roll pen to cover up this line. And I gave it a few minutes to dry, and now I'm going to go ahead and center this quote. And then I just want to have flowers all around it. So I'm going to go ahead with these big solid flowers. Cut this one and put it right down here. I think the color of this quote just is perfect with these flowers. I went back and looked and saw to see if I have another quote in that color, maybe a smaller one, but I didn't have one that would be appropriate for this spread. So I'm just going to use this little piece right here in the middle of these two larger sections. And I saved couple of little sprigs of leaves from the other page when I did my self-care bucket list last week. So I'm going to use this right up here in between these two flowers just to break it up a little bit. I'm going to cut off part of this one and add it up there on the right. Okay, so that top part is completely done, and then now I just need something over here to fill in this section. Try this one. Just cut it in half. And I put it on there, and now I want to just add this little leaf sprig. And then that fills up the entire bottom row. I'm going to save that little scrap. I'm always needing leaves. I feel like I have tons of flowers and sometimes not enough leaves to add in to break it up. Okay, so now I want to go with these hexagon boxes, and you can write on these if you want, or you can just use them decoratively, and that's probably what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to just put them together up on Monday and start making some little sections. I haven't decided yet, maybe 2, 3, something like that, little clusters. And these are so fun to play with because they just fit together perfectly. It's like doing a puzzle almost. And I love these soft colors. So I'm going to have it just coming off the page and just trim off that and save that because I'll be able to use that somewhere else. And that's enough for that one for now. I'm going to go on to Thursday and make a little cluster there. See how perfect they fit together? It's just so much fun to make these little hexagon tile designs. So I'm going to start one here at the bottom. I just knew I wanted them to be kind of spaced out, you know, not all together. So I think this is a good amount of space in between each one. And I'm hoping I'll have enough left over to do a tiny one over in the left corner. So I've decided to go ahead and make this one go off the page too. Just trying to decide what color. I tried to space it where I wouldn't have the same color right next to each other, but there are 2 shades of green. I don't know if it shows up on camera very well that it's 2 different shades, but anyway, I think I did have to use a couple of tiles next to each other the same color or similar, but it's okay. It all worked out. And I'm just going to trim off these edges. And the thing about this is I always say I'm just going to start with a few, and then it just gets to be so much fun. I just keep adding and adding, so I definitely am going to use all of these. So I'm going to add a few of the scraps in on Thursday and Monday, and some more tiles just to make the clusters a little bit bigger. All right, so I'm just still adding in a few more. I've really been loving how this big dashboard layout planner has been working for social media because it's perfect, the perfect amount of room to write for each day, because you don't need a lot of room really to list just what I'm going to post or what video I'm going to post. And then over on the left is great for list making. So I think it's working out good, really good. I'm glad I decided on this big one, and it's fun to have a big to decorate. I've never had one other than for memory keeping or my squad journal, but I'd like the bigger size just because you have more room to decorate. And we all know we have plenty of stickers we need to get rid of, so it does help me use more stickers. Okay, so now I have just a few I'm going to piece together over here on the left, just in the corner. So it has just a touch of that hexagon cluster over here for balance. I really had to maneuver that last scrap in there because that was the last one I had that was going to work. I do like the way that balanced out. It did need a little bit of hexagon action over there. So now I've decided to use a few of these decorative boxes. I absolutely love this one, is my favorite, that light pink with a little bit of a leaf and one small flower. I love that one. And I'm going to layer this light green one over it here at the bottom of that one. And I have a couple more just in different shades. I'm going to put this one horizontally and layer it off this one vertically, just so they don't all look the same. Now I'm thinking I'm going to try a couple more boxes. I ended up thinking that that looked too busy. I took those up, that one, and then that little green one. I believe I took it up too. But after I see it on camera when I'm doing this voiceover, I actually kind of like it, but it all worked out anyway. I'm going to use a couple of these bullet points. These pastel bullet points, they're little circles and squares. They're from the Goals book, from the Happy Goals bundle, and I love them. And they go perfectly with these colors that I'm working with here. So I'm going to put a couple there on Wednesday and then a couple down on Saturday. And again, they just kind of balance everything out. It's where each day has a little bit of something decorative and functional. This is where I decided to take up that green one, because I'm thinking I want to add a few more flowers. So I have this scrap left over in this leaf. I'm going to put that here. And then I decided I want to have some leaves coming out from the side of these boxes. So I'm just going to trim a few of those off here. I think that looks cute. And then do the same on this cluster. And I didn't stick that down all the way. It's very lightly laid over that box, so I could trim it and get a precise cut there. And I've got a teeny tiny scrap that I'm going to put up here, but it just needed a little bit of something since that other corner had one. Now I'm going to trim off a few more leaves for this little section. I really like the way that looks with the leaves layered there. And I decided that I think this flower is just a bit too big in comparison, like to scale with these other flowers that are on this page and the smaller hexie stickers. So I'm going to go with that leaf sticker there and just a very, very small portion of this flower. So I'm going to just stick that on like that and trim off the excess. All I want to do now is use a few more of these flowers in this space since I still have them. And that looks fine layered on top of that. Choose this one. I'm just going to lift this up so I can use this flower in this space, and then we're going to be all set. All right, guys, I think it's set. I love the way it turned out. These flowers are so pretty, and I'm glad I was able to use all of them. Again, be sure and check the description box if you want to see the unboxing video of this Floral Dreams box, or if you want to purchase it, I'll put the link in the description box. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!